There are only 3 temples in the church built with no towers or spires: the Laie, Hawaii Temple, the Cardston, Alberta Temple, and the Mesa, Arizona Temple. The Mesa Temple was dedicated in 1921, just after the end of World War I. Chad Hawkins tells us more.
One thing that I have learned as I have visited most of the temples, walked into the temples, studied their architecture, is that every temple has its own unique spirit, architectural design. They're all the same in the most important ways, but they all do indeed have their own look and feel. The Mesa, Arizona Temple is the first of 5 temples to be built in Arizona. One unique thing about the Mesa Temple is that it was the very first temple to be designed to teach temple truths in another language, which was Spanish. The architects of the Mesa Temple had just previously built the Utah State Capitol building. And so what a neat thing for them to be able to transition from the Utah State Capitol and then go build the Mesa Temple. Around the Mesa Temple, the temple is beautiful, the landscape is amazing. It's built on over 20 acres. As they were talking about building the temple, it was actually postponed for a while. And this is in the early 1900s because of World War I. They had to wait until 1921. 20 acres, and these 20 acres are full of royal palms, beautiful palm trees, tall shade-producing cypress trees, and then whenever my family and I go down, we always love to see the many citrus trees. There are orange, lemon, and grapefruit trees. I love these friezes. They're beautiful, but they're also spiritually meaningful. They are life-size, and they depict the prophecy from Isaiah, when Isaiah prophesied that in the latter days, that the Lord would gather His people from the 4 corners of the earth and from the distant places of the sea. You can't talk about the temple without referring to its famous reflection pool, and around the reflection pool in 1938, a group of youth got together, and during Easter time, they held a play. And little did they know that these youth would start a tradition that would bring millions of people to the temple, hundreds of thousands every year, to take part in the Mormon Easter pageant that takes place on the grounds of the Mesa Temple every year. The landscape of the Mesa, Arizona Temple is stunning, beautiful, it's peaceful, it sets the spirit for the temple. So I wanted to highlight the landscaping and also highlight the Mormon Easter pageant that takes place. On the site of the temple where the Easter pageant takes place, in the palm trees, I hid the Savior standing full figure where the pageant takes place.
Thank you, Chad. For more pictures and stories about the LDS temples, you can go to chadhawkins.com. Don't forget to go to our Facebook page at Mormon Times TV, like us, and leave a comment on how you teach gospel principles in your home. We'll randomly select 2 viewers to win this great gift package. Thanks so much for joining us today on Mormon Times. We leave you with a quote by President Boyd K. Packer as you prepare for the next week. Have a great day, and we hope to see you again next week on Mormon Times.